Hello, my name is Presley McLaughlin. This is my video for D688 Task 2. I will be teaching an English language arts lesson for 2nd grade. Some previous knowledge that the kids should have is from 1st grade from Standard 1R7, Utah State Standard 1R7, which is identifying the characters and important events in a story. This will help us in our 2nd grade standard, which is 2R7, describe how characters respond to major events and challenges, as well as I will be using the Utah State Standard 2R8, explain how specific words or phrases express emotion, appeal to the senses, or determine the meaning of content-specific words within a text. So we will be reading When My Cousins Come to Town by Angela Shante, as well as going over a vocabulary lesson. This incorporates the foundations of reading principles of breaking down words, being able to identify the parts of speech, as well as when we get further into the lesson, I will have students reread on their own, as well as buddy reading, and we will be reading as a group. So those are some principles that I will be implementing as well. All right, to start our lesson, we are going to review the parts of speech. So remember, a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. An adjective, this is what describes a noun. And a verb, these are actions that the noun is doing. So when I introduce the word, I will say the word, and then I will go like this for you to repeat the word. The word is mandatory. What's the word? Fabulous. Clap. Mandatory. Mandatory. How many syllables are in the word mandatory? Good, 4. Mandatory is required by law or rule. So for example, my friend Jeremiah here, it is mandatory for Jeremiah to brush his teeth before bed. Describe something else that is mandatory in your household. Yeah, Kyle, what is mandatory in your household? Oh, to do the dishes after dinner. I love that one. This is an adjective, so it is a describing word. The next word is duo. What's the word? Fabulous. Clap. Duo. Duo. How many syllables are in duo? 2. Good. Duo is a duet, pair, or two. So for example, Reka and Hane are a great duo during partner work. What is a great example of a superhero duo? What do you think? Yeah, Michael, what do you think? Oh, Batman and Robin are a great superhero duo. This is a noun. It means it is a thing. It's a thing. It is two duo. The next word is subway. What's the word? Fabulous. Clap. Subway. Subway. How many syllables are in subway? 2. Fabulous. A subway is a passage under a street or an underground electric railway. For example, when Charlie visits New York City, she will ride on the subway under the city. Where else can subways be found? Yeah, Courtney, what do you think? Chicago is a good place where subways can be found. Those ones might not be underground, but they go kind of across. This is a noun. It is a thing. My next word is beatbox. Clap. Beatbox. How many syllables are in beatbox? Beatbox means to vocally imitate percussion or drum sounds. For example, on the street, Haley hears a man beatbox to the music. Give an example of beatboxing. Who can I have give an example of beatboxing? Let's see. I think my friend Charlie. Can you give us an example of beatboxing? Nice job. This is a verb. It means that we are doing something. So when Charlie was beatboxing, she was doing it. Okay, now this word. We live in Utah. I have never had collard greens before. Who here has had collard greens? You can touch your nose. Okay, a couple of us. Let's clap. Collard greens. So this is 2 words. Collard greens. How many syllables are in collard greens? 3. The first word has how many syllables? You can clap collared again. Collared has 2, and the last one has 1. Collard greens is a cabbage related to kale. For example, Julie eats collard greens with her dinner. What is another food like collard greens that you have eaten? So taking a look at this, I see some leaves right here. It looks like it's been kind of boiled. What is a vegetable, a leafy green that you have had that is boiled? What do you think? Yeah, you've had cabbage before. This is a noun. It means it is a thing. My next word is ambassador. Clap ambassador. Ambassador. How many syllables are in ambassador? There are 4. An ambassador is an official representative or messenger. For example, Gavin is an ambassador for our class because he is a great example. Who else is a good ambassador for our class? You can point to the person. Now, I think that all of you can be a great ambassador for our class. This is a noun because it is a person, but I think it could also be a verb because it is describing a person's title. The next word is compromise. What's the word? Fabulous. Clap. Compromise. Compromise. How many syllables are in compromise? 3. Compromise means to come to agreement by mutual concession or decision. For example, trying to choose between playing dinosaurs and tag, Michael and Winston come to a compromise and play dinosaur tag, so they combined the 2. This is a verb. It means that we are doing something. So for example, Michael and Winston, they were combining the 2 ideas, playing dinosaur and playing tag. All right. Before we get started with our story, I'm going to ask you a few questions to get your ideas flowing. This story is called When My Cousins Come to Town by Angela Shante. Who here has cousins? You can touch your nose. A lot of us have cousins. What is your relationship with your cousins like? Go ahead and discuss with a neighbor. All right, back to me in 3, 2, and 1. Do you have any fun extended family traditions? Extended family, these are your cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents. Do you have any fun extended family traditions? Back to me in 3, 2, and 1. Are there any exclusive family experiences that you have? So exclusive means just for your family, that just your family has. What do you think? Go ahead and turn and talk. All right, that was awesome. Thank you. So in this story, this character's family, they all earn nicknames by doing various activities throughout the summer vacation. So each cousin might do a specific thing and they get a nickname for that. Let's find out more about this. That is their exclusive family tradition. All right, so during this time, I would be asking questions and I would be reading the story with them, the whole group. They would be reading with me. And so some questions that I would ask throughout this story would be, what is the main character doing? Is there a problem? What do you think is happening? Why did this character get this specific nickname? And something they could answer is like, she's copying what her cousins did to get a nickname, so hopefully she can get one too, because this character is trying to copy everything that her cousins do to earn this nickname this summer break. Another thing that we would do is, how are their family traditions similar to the things we see in this story? So do they earn nicknames? What is going on that is similar that they are seeing? And then something to help dig a little deeper with our second standard that we are going over, which is 2RA, explain how specific words or phrases express emotion, appeal to the senses, or determine meaning of content-specific words within a text. One phrase that gets said a lot in this story is, I feel it in my left pinky, and it gets mentioned multiple times in the story. So I would ask, what do they think the meaning behind this phrase is? Because in the end of the story, she's reaching behind the fridge to get a gift, and she feels it with her left pinky. And then it ends up her getting a nickname. But so it comes full circle with feel it in my left pinky. Now we've read the story. Oh, you guys did so amazing reading this story with me. I love how strong of readers you are. All right. Now, my paper passer outers are going to be passing out our graphic organizer. We are going to determine who the main character is. If we don't know her name, because I don't know if a name had been mentioned, you can just say girl or describing words or adjectives for her. We are going to describe what the problem is that main character is having and how the character is responding to the problem. And then, what does this character do because of this problem? And lastly, we are going to decide what is the solution to this problem? How did this problem get solved? And how does the character feel about the solution? What are her emotions at the end of the story? If you need help, you can reread the story on your own. Remember our strategy. Can't remember something about the story? Reread. So go back, reread to find the answer to your question, and fill out this graphic organizer. Ready? Begin.